One of the most useful facilities in MicroStation is the use of references. A reference is a design file that is attached or associated with the design file in which you are currently working. Elements in the attached file display as though they were part of the current file. You can snap to the elements in the attached file and also copy those elements into your current file. Additionally, if the reference design is changed in any way, those changes are reflected in the current design. You can also edit attached design files while you are working in your current design. Let me give you a couple of examples of how reference files work. Let's say, for example, that you are an automobile parts manufacturer and you are designing an assembly that contains parts purchased from other subcontractors. You need to draw the assembly so that all of the subcontractors' parts are placed in their correct locations. And it's important that the parts fit correctly and that there is no interference between the parts. You can have the contractors send you drawings of their parts, which you would then incorporate into your assembly drawing. However, your assembly drawing would never be current, as the subcontractor's designs would change during the design process. To solve this problem, you would reference the subcontractor's designs into your assembly drawing so that as the subcontractor's designs changed, so would your assembly drawing. You can do this over a local network or even over the internet so that your assembly drawing is always totally current. Here's another example. Let's say you have a set of standard title blocks, which you always use when developing and plotting a set of drawings. If you draw each title block as a separate drawing, you can then precisely control the way in which the block plots, such as was done in the plotting module in the Level 1 course. You can now reference one of these title blocks into the current design to act as the title block information. The title block can include as much standard information as necessary, such as your company name, and you can add additional information to the reference copy when it's inserted in the current design, such as the drawing number, for example. If any information on the original title block drawing needs to be changed, for example, your company name changes or your company address changes, you can make the changes once in the original title block drawing file. Then, when you open any drawing that has that title block reference to it, those changes are automatically updated in the current file. In addition, you save on hard disk space. If your company has, say, 10,000 drawings that use the same title block, then a single drawing can be used as the reference to those 1,000 drawings. On the screen you'll see an exercise which you will be doing later in this video series. Now in this example I'm going to add a title block to this drawing. I've opened the references dialog box, which again you'll be doing later, and I already have a title block attached to this drawing. It's not visible yet, but I can make it visible quite easily. There's the title block, outlined in this case in a red border, and the red border indicates that this is a referenced file. So the title block which has appeared surrounding the drawing is not in this drawing file at all. It's a separate drawing file elsewhere in my system, but it's attached to this current drawing of the road system and houses that you see, which allows me to plot this information inside this title block. Let me just turn that off again so you see exactly what I mean. Turn off the visibility. There's my original drawings. This is my current file. Here is the attached title block file. This is what you're going to be doing in a later exercise. Now, a couple more bits of information about reference files. You can display all of the attached file in the current file, or you can display only parts of the attached file by clipping or masking areas of the attached drawing. You can make saved views in the attached file before attachment, and then display only those saved views in the current file. Saved views will be discussed later in this video series as well. You can mix the three display methods and have the full attached file, clip parts, and save views display at the same time. So with that information in mind, the next step is to start working with reference files in the next set of videos.